Sombreros at the ready, bring out the mariachi band, and keep the tequila nearby. It's time for the preview and predictions for the 2017 Formula 1 Mexico Grand Prix, as usual with Chip from the Digital Grandstand. Drinking rules for this one, and I'm taking it fairly softcore after the booze fest that was the US Grand Prix. Take 1 sip for every pit stop and angry team radio, 2 sips for every overtake and retirement, and down your drink when Hamilton becomes world champion. Because, let's be frank, it's almost inevitable. He only has to finish in P5 for crying out loud. However, climbing any further up than 5th will require some brilliant driving. Here's the thing. At the first glance, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is a track dominated by long, fast sweeping corners and straights. In other words, a Mercedes wet dream this year. Climb 2,200 meters from sea level where the track is actually situated and it all becomes a very different scenario. The rarefied air at this altitude means a hyper-aggressive aero package is required in order to keep all 4 wheels of an F1 car on the ground. In fact, aero packages will be more Monaco than Silverstone this Sunday. The Mexico Grand Prix is one of the few actually feared by the recently crowned Silver World Champions, and they will have a hard time against the prancing horses and the raging bulls. In the midfield, expect Williams to be way off the pace, dicing with Gasly and Hartley of Toro Rosso. Force India, Renault and even McLaren should be in the fight for the minor points. Even a spirited drive from one of the Haas drivers might just produce a point. Now, how about some actual predictions? In 10th place, Carlos Sainz. He brought his A-game to Renault. On paper, he's more than a match to Hülkenberg and he should deliver race by race. P9 and 8, the Force India drivers, with Sergio Perez just ahead of Esteban Ocon. The team said they might scrap the no racing allowed between teammates policy after Mexico, but both Ocon and Perez must finish in the points. The two are so evenly matched but sporting different dominant qualities that it's almost impossible to say which one will better the other. I'm putting Perez ahead simply because he will race in front of his home crowd and he needs a good result relative to Ocon. In 7th place, Nico Hülkenberg. He was robbed quite often of points this year, so now it's time to strike and end the season on a high. Also, he should keep Sainz honest. Both have great talent and it should be a refreshing intra-teammate battle in the future. P6, Valtteri Bottas and his woeful performance slump that's set to continue for a while. Seriously, he was a different driver since the summer break. Yes, he was used to help Hamilton on his quest for the title, but so did Raikkonen for Vettel. And since Belgium, Kimi was closer to Vettel than Valtteri to Hamilton. In 5th, Kimi Raikkonen. Oh, here he is. In a direct Mercedes-Ferrari battle, the red car should emerge in front in Mexico, due to its superior aero efficiency. P4, your Formula 1 2017 World Champion, Lewis Hamilton. All he has to do really is stay out of trouble. A podium will be a great achievement, but he won't force the car or himself more than necessary. Speaking of the podium, in 3rd place, Daniel Ricciardo. Much like his teammate last week, he might start this Grand Prix towards the back of the grid. This, of course, if his engine that failed in the US is unsalvageable. Should that happen, it will be another great overtaking galore branded Red Bull. P2, Max Verstappen. After all the fuss from the US last week, he should just stay out of trouble and do what he does best. Provide a great spectacle against the Ferraris. Question is, how will he fare against Ricciardo if the Aussie closes in on him? Finally, Sebastian Vettel should win this Grand Prix. I know, not that much of a consolation prize, but all things considered, he has very few instances to be ashamed of in 2017. The psychological battle for the 2018 title actually starts now. Just look at 2015 and 2016 with Hamilton and Rosberg. As for Vettel, not only will he be in arguably the best car on Sunday, but he will also have some morale at Ferrari to lift and boost. Pole position, fastest lap, race win for the German. Come on, we need a strong end of the season for Ferrari. And those are my predictions. Do you think Ferrari will win, or maybe Mercedes? Or perhaps you think the Red Bulls are now stronger than Ferrari? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more F1 related content. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Chip from the Digital Grandstand. You can chat to me on Twitter at chip_DGS, and I'll see you next time.